Did you know? If sound ever moved faster than light, the laws of physics, as we know them, would collapse? What if every clap, whisper, or explosion could outrun light itself? How does our universe depend on this speed limit, and what breaks when it's reversed? Today, we dive into one of the strangest hypotheticals of all: what if sound moved faster than light? To understand how strange this idea is, we have to understand what's at stake. Light isn't just fast, it's the fastest. It's the foundation for how time, space, and cause and effect behave. But if sound, something so much slower, suddenly overtook it, reality itself could begin to unravel. Let's explore the science, the paradoxes, and the mind-bending consequences of a world turned inside out. Let's start with some numbers. Light travels at nearly 300,000 kilometers per second. That's fast enough to circle the Earth 7.5 times in 1 second. Sound? It moves at just 343 meters per second in air. That's a crawl compared to light. This speed difference is why we see lightning before we hear thunder, and why you can't hear someone scream in space. Now, let's flip the rules. Imagine sound moving faster than light. We'd hear gunshots before the trigger's pulled. Explosions would echo before they happen. Conversations would reach your ears before the speaker opened their mouth. Cause and effect would break down. And in physics, that's not just weird, that's catastrophic. In Einstein's universe, causality is sacred. First, something happens, then the consequences follow. But if sound could outpace light, effects could arrive before causes. You could hear a car crash before it happened. Or worse, react to an event that hasn't occurred yet. This opens the door to time paradoxes. And that threatens the entire framework of physics, and our understanding of reality. Here's where things get even stranger. According to special relativity, moving faster than light could theoretically allow you to move backward in time. But sound isn't massless like light, it needs a medium. So how could it possibly travel faster? Some sci-fi theories propose exotic states of matter or extreme quantum fields where phonons, sound particles, behave oddly. Could sound piggyback on warped space-time? Could it surf a ripple in the fabric of the universe? We're deep in speculative physics now. But even physicists agree, if it ever happened, it would rewrite everything. Sound is more than vibration, it's information. If sound becomes the fastest carrier of information, the whole communication structure of reality shifts. Light-based signals, Wi-Fi, fiber optics, even vision, become outdated. Sound would arrive first. But in a bizarre twist, you might know things before they're supposed to happen. It would be like reading the end of a book before opening the first chapter. Would our minds even be able to function in such a world? So, is this just fantasy? In normal physics, yes. Sound needs air, water, or solid material to travel. In a vacuum, it dies instantly. And in all known materials, it's far slower than light. But in 2022, scientists briefly simulated conditions where sound waves appeared to move faster than light, inside exotic quantum materials. Not in space. Not in real time. But just enough to hint that the impossible might be possible. Imagine waking up tomorrow and hearing things before they occur. Planets echoing before exploding. Voices arriving before thoughts. The sky rumbling with sound that hasn't been created yet. Would we evolve to adapt? Would we go mad? Reality isn't just about what's true. It's about what makes sense. And in a world where sound overtakes light, nothing makes sense anymore. Here's why sound moving faster than light is so strange. It's not just about speed. It's about the rules of time, of reality, of logic itself. So next time you hear thunder after lightning, be glad the universe still plays by its own rules. Because the moment it doesn't, we won't recognize it anymore. Until next time, keep wondering, keep listening, and never stop asking, what if?